Announced sweeping changes to how it regulates a toxic gas used by sterilization plants all over our state here in Georgia. But an investigation by Atlanta News First and Grist uncovered a loophole in new rules, potentially putting thousands of workers at risk.
Investigative reporter Andy Parati joins us to break down the details and its potential impact to Metro Atlanta workers. Andy?
Hey guys, we're talking about a cancer-causing chemical called ethylene oxide. For people who work in warehouses that store products treated with the toxin, some consider it a hidden threat because it's a colorless, odorless gas. This month, the Environmental Protection Agency released new rules involving sterilization plants that use ethylene oxide. It includes installing more advanced equipment to remove and capture the gas and better air quality monitoring. But the EPA's rules do not address most warehouses that store medical supplies treated with the gas. There are at least 4 in Georgia, including ConMed, located in Lithia Springs. That facility was the subject of a recent investigation by Atlanta News First and Grist, which discovered more than 50 workers who claimed they got sick after they were exposed to the gas for years. That includes Ira Montgomery.
I gave you 13 years of professional work. I trust you to make it safe for me to come to work. So why you can't just do it right?
The workers' claims were part of a lawsuit dismissed earlier this year. ConMed denies allegations it harmed employees. Last week, the Occupational Health and Safety Administration launched an investigation into the company, conducting a surprise inspection. ConMed tells us it appears it was prompted by our reporting, which they call irresponsible and alarmist journalism. This isn't the first time OSHA has taken action against ConMed. In 2020, it cited the company for not informing employees about potential exposure, fining it $7,800. Count on us to let you know the results of the latest inspection as soon as we get it. Andy Parati, Atlanta News First.